Hey ladies, Diane Polly here, your client conversationalist. And today, on this Monday morning-ish, I wanted to come to you with something really simple. I was perusing and pondering the idea of why I specifically decided to call myself client conversationalist and why I teach other women entrepreneurs how to be ones as well. So, this whole topic spurred in my mind because my boyfriend and I, this past week, I don't know why we haven't seen it before, we watched Dead Poets Society with Robin Williams, who is an absolute legend. And even though there's many a popular quote in the movie, there's one in particular that I chose, which you will see, and hopefully you get a light bulb moment of your own after I put this whole spiel together for you. So, one of the quotes I want to read to you from the movie it goes like this: no matter what anyone tells you, words and ideas can change the world. One more time. No matter what anyone tells you, words and ideas can change the world. And this morning, I decided, I don't know why I haven't done this before, to Google the word conversation, because I call myself a conversationalist, and my new site is called Client Conversations, and that is all I talk about these days: the art of conversing and communicating in a digital era and building relationships with the art of, the spoken word, which has been lost. And on that note, the definition that I got on my little note card here was: a conversation is the informal exchange of ideas by spoken words. Dot, dot, dot. Is it making sense yet? Robin Williams said, words and ideas can change the world. By having a conversation, you're having an informal exchange of your ideas through spoken words. Hence, that is the power of having conversation. And I believe in this. I worked at a newspaper many years back, and everybody would joke that the newspaper's going under because everybody's online now and we're a dinosaur. And to an extent, that was true because everybody's online now. Social media runs rampant, and we're in such a digital age, which is why on the front cover page of my new site, it says Client Conversations, building real relationships in a digital age, because I believe we forgot the art of communicating and conversing and exchanging words so that our ideas can be heard, because there's a disconnect. The reason I call it client, which I also Googled and will read to you, or say hello to the cat walking by me today. The idea of spoken word is that, especially in a business, especially with clients, is that it's not done as it's done. Oh, excuse me, I have a cat walking by me. It's not done as it's done offline. We have a disconnect online. And we think that because there's a screen in front of us, we can say things more boldly, or we can, skip ahead of the first few steps that, you need to put into place in getting to know somebody. And that's not true. It's important to take into account everything that you do offline, online. And on that note, just for my own curiosity, I Googled business and clients as well. And business simply says it's making one's living by engaging in commerce and so forth. But the word engaging was used. In conversations, you have to engage. And when I looked up clients, it said words that weren't my fancy, but it was talking about, someone using services, depending on services, benefiting from services. But one word that was used that caught my attention was the word protection, that somebody is under someone else's protection. And if you are desiring, and if you have, or you're creating another one, a business, an entity that you're passionate about, and you're creating a living around something that you love, and you're putting your heart and your soul into it and your authentic self, You want the world to respond, and you want somebody to recognize the power of what you have to offer. But for them to do so, you have to protect those people you're trying to bring in, those ideal clients that are going to light you up and have you show up and do your best work. You have to envelop them in love, bring them in and protect them through what you're teaching them so you can, be that stepping stone for their eventual success. You can light them up for their own independent walk so that they can do something they're passionate about, whatever it is you're teaching, But the art of getting from this is what I've created and I'm so passionate about it to get over here, these are the people that I want to impact and change their life. How you get to that point is bada bing, bada boom, through a conversation, through an informal exchange of ideas by spoken words. Yet this is what we all struggle with. This is why we don't know how to say what we do when we go to networking events. This is why we forget to follow up. This is why it's so important for the art and the skills and, the steps of communication to be brought back to the forefront, because people want to be wooed. There is an art to conversing. There is a power in making people feel good and comfortable, and that is how relationships are forged and bonds are created. And that is how you end up attracting your ideal clients. You step up to the plate, meet them where you are, and engage. And that is how, my dears, words and ideas, yours, can change the world. I hope you got a light bulb moment from that, because I totally did. Again, and on that note, Diane, your client conversationalist, is signing out. I hope you have a wonderful Monday, and I will chat with you tomorrow.